Duke's Towers of Hell is not an average Roblox game. It has many different towers which you need to climb up by doing parkour and get to the top. Sounds pretty simple, and you probably think that these towers are good, right? Well, no. In this series, or maybe this will just be one episode, I don't really know. This is like a little bit of an experimental thing. I'm going to be talking about my least favorite towers and going through each floor, sort of deep into context. I don't really know. And today, we're going to be doing everyone's favorite tower, Tower of Overcoming Hatred. So if you're ready, then, I don't know, then you're just ready. So first, we need to enter the portal, obviously. And once we do that, we're going to be inside Tower of Overcoming Hatred, one of the worst towers in the game. However, the first floor isn't really that bad. It gives you a decent first impression of the tower. It just starts with these cylinder jumps, which they have some decent design. I wish they were sticked out a little bit more, because if they were, then it would have been a little bit easier, because this is hard difficulty. This tower is very short, so you can just like pretty much speed through this first floor and like the first couple floors. And then we just have some random jumps with like a tightrope and other crap and some kill bricks. It's nothing really interesting. It's just your average tower beginning. Floor 2, on the other hand, is garbage. Like, I know that back then this might have been considered really creative or something, but personally, nowadays, I don't really see the creativity in this. There's some sort of an attempt at a design with the cylinders, but most of the time it's just walking and pointless filler. It makes the player really bored, and especially if they're new, because they think that this tower might be decent from the first floor, but then they see what is on the second floor, and then they're just disappointed because they realize what's about to come to them. Then we take a serious dip in quality. We have some spam and some cylinders, and did I just say spillinders? What the heck? Cylinder spinners, and it's just all around just really lazy. The falling platforms are spammed, the cylinders feel really forced, and I just don't think that there's anything special about this floor. It's really boring, it's really dumb, it's kind of ugly, honestly. Like, the color kind of sucks, and I just really wish that Inyar did like an actual good job at this floor. Floor 3 is probably the most iconic floor of this tower because it has an E-Dance 2 glitch, like what I'm showing on the video. But for the sake of this video, we're not going to be showing it, just in case you don't know how to do an E-Dance 2 glitch. But if you're trying to do this tower, like, legitimately for, like, the first time, I highly recommend that you take this glitch. It is so helpful and skips a lot of unnecessarily boring gameplay. But let's continue on the normal route. So you start with this netted section, which is nice, and it has a tightrope, and keep in mind this is still netted, and even if you somehow fall beyond the net, then you can get back up there in like 2 minutes. And we have some really boring gameplay with cylinders that once again feel really forced. This might have actually been like the first time that these cylinders were connected to a ball. It is a little bit of a nice design choice. Then you go through like this tunnel thing, and then you push down this X pusher, and now you're in this really strange room. When I first got here, my mind was blown. I didn't expect this at all. I was just expecting this to be a normal tower with normal jumps and crap like that. But when I got here, I was just really surprised. I thought that this was like the coolest thing in the world, which, by the way, it's not. But what really annoys me is that you can walk through this entire section. You don't have to do any of the parkour. You can literally just walk. What's the point of adding parkour, Inyar? What's the point of adding all these useless jumps if we can just walk through the kill bricks? It could have been in like a teleporter or something. And I know that this tower is old enough so that teleporters weren't introduced probably. But please, could you just like make this like, even if this was a GBJ, that would have been fine. Actually, no, that wouldn't have been like a really bad idea. But this is definitely probably the most creative floor, even though it's still not creative like at all. And it kind of annoys me because it could have been fun just to do all these jumps instead of like just being able to skip through it. Like, you know what Cohen did? Citadel of Weird Nostalgia? Like, they were the slap bricks where if you were to touch it, then you would get teleported back to the beginning. That's what this should have done. This should get like a minor change where instead of being able to walk through the kill bricks, you should be able to just get teleported back to the beginning of that part. Hopefully floor 4 is a little bit more interesting. It doesn't just have a bunch of walking around. I mean, I can't really say anything at this point. This floor is just so boring. And also is really, 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 really annoying. Like, it's probably the most annoying floor in this entire tower. Because it has this lovely little kill brick walk. And if you don't have T-pose or any healing items, then f*** you. You will not be able to do this if you don't have any healing items or T-pose or something like that. Because this is just pure pain. It is the most annoying thing ever. It's just a bunch of kill bricks, a bunch of small platforms, and a bunch of walking. It's so annoying. It's so stupid. It's boring. No one likes it. Why did Itnir think this was a good idea? Then we have even more basic parkour that you can skip, meaning that Itnir just doesn't really care about the player at this point. And then we have even more lovely little type ropes, and then we have some more lovely jumps, and it's just it's just so annoying. I am so tired of just watching this video while recording this audio, because it just makes me bored. I'm not even playing the tower, but it's making me bored. Now we're at floor 5, which, thank God, is a little bit more interesting. It introduces these little downwards X pusher things, which I think this tower was actually the first tower to use these. So it is a little bit creative, and I actually really like them. Except when they're overused, which you'll see in a couple more floors. It's just so annoying. But props to Itnir for trying out something new. And then we just go up these little stairs and... Wait, what? Why are these conveyors? What was the thought process behind this? Why are there conveyors here? Anyways, we're going to be met here with this dropper section, which we already experienced, because this is where you would be left off if you did the E-Dance 2 glitch. So it may not seem like it skips that much, but trust me, it makes this tower a lot less annoying, and I highly recommend you take it. Just watch a tutorial on how to do an E-Dance 2 glitch, and then just keep on trying, and once you finally get it, just do it. Just do the glitch. We have some very annoying gameplay, and you can keep on telling that this tower just keeps on getting lazier and lazier and lazier. Then we climb up this little truss thing, which I would be lying if I said I enjoyed. And then we have more of these downwards X pushers. So in the beginning of floor 5, these were fine, but remember when I said that when they're just constantly spammed, they can be pretty annoying? Yeah, this is a very great example of that. Then we're launched up over here into... Is this 4-6? I don't really know. This is 4-6. It's kind of weird because the colors kind of blend in with each other. And also, by the way, if you fall here, then you will probably be caught by the net below. After these amazing tight ropes, we go back inside when we're greeted with 1 studs. And then we have the... Oh my... Why does this part exist? Why does this part have to exist? It is one of the worst, if not the worst part of the entire tower! And I'm being serious here. Like, why do these spins have to be transparent? In fact, why does almost all of this floor have to be transparent? Why are these studs, like, misaligned? And how come whenever you send a video to someone on an iPhone, the other person gets a notification that says that they sent a movie? Like, it's a video, not a movie. To answer your questions, except for that last one, I just don't know. Itnir was lazy, and he made this amazing part, and he wanted to add some difficulty, so he just made them transparent, which led to one of the stupidest parts of this entire tower. Floor 7. Floor freaking 7. This floor is probably the shortest one in the tower. It has this lovely little box with these half studs and quarter studs, and it is such a major spike. I know that it's netted, but it's just so annoying for new players. Like, when I first got here, I just kept on getting mad. And there's also half studs on top of the box. Good job, Itnir. You really knocked this floor out of the park. No, you didn't. Anyway, we're on floor 8. This is where the tower starts to become blue. And it has more X pushers and more vertical X pushers, which once again feel really excessive. And it's just such an annoying floor. Wait, is that the end of the floor already? It's been like 9 seconds. Hey, do you remember floor 4? Yeah, that one floor with a bunch of kill bricks? Well, screw your life, because here we have another kill brick floor. And this one makes even less sense. This could have just been normal parkour and just normal ground, and nothing would have been different. Like, what was the thought process behind making this entire floor kill brick themed? It's so annoying. I hate it. You just have to constantly heal and just get to these little healing spots. And some of the platforms are actually like really thin. And if you start to split your nuts, then you'll take even more damage, which is really amazing. I wish I could tell you why there's a bunch of kill bricks here. Itnir just wanted to pump up the difficulty a little bit, and he managed to do that by including really annoying kill bricks. However, we're on floor 10 now, meaning it's the last floor of this awful tower. Hopefully this last floor won't be lazy like the other ones. Oh, well, it's another lazy floor full of lazy gameplay and lazy X pushers.
here? Why do you have to do this? Why?
I don't really know what else to say that hasn't already been said. There's just another lazy floor with a bunch of X-pushers, and I am not enjoying the funny X-pusher wind pad jump. And yes, I did fall to that because I am very smart. Overall, this tower is a big thumbs down. I don't know why Inir thought this was a good idea. I can't believe this was considered acceptable back then. Like, what was the thought process behind this tower? It seems like Inir was so excited to get this tower done on floors 1 and 2. But then when he got to like the blue floors and like the washed out colors, he just said, you know what, let's just finish this in like 3 minutes. I'm so over this. Now keep in mind that I'm not like begging for a revamp. It would be nice, but this tower is so comically bad that it's kind of funny. And I know I give this tower a lot of crap, but it is certainly not the worst tower in the game. That tower goes to... You know what? Maybe we should build up to it in a couple more episodes. This was a lot of fun to make. And if you guys really enjoyed it, then like if you want to. Dislike if you didn't like it. Yeah, that's pretty much just it. Once again, thank you so much for watching.